Yes, children, welcome back to the third video class in this chapter, Laws of Motion. Today, I'll take up friction and uniform circular motion. If you are not comfortable, especially about friction and uniform circular motion and their applications while solving CET NEET problems, I'll give a brief introduction, quick revision of the topic friction first. Friction. What is a friction? Friction is actually a type of contact force. It comes into play when two surfaces are in contact, plus one slides or tends to slide with respect to the other. What is the meaning of that? Look at this example. In this example, dear students, there are two surfaces in contact. One, the surface, say ground or floor, on which a body is lying. So in this example, when the body tries to move forward, say towards your right, if I apply a force to pull it to right, producing a velocity, the body tends to move with respect to the surface, then there will be a contact force just opposite to the motion. Here, just opposite to the motion, there is a force acting. So that force is actually friction. Friction always force which opposes the motion. It is a property which opposes relative motion between two surfaces when they are in contact and tend to move past one another. Move past one another means ಒಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ against a move try ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ there will be a friction. I'll cover some of the important areas like friction and origin of friction, types of friction, static, limiting, and kinetic. Let's see first of all in this example, dear students, how many forces are acting on this body. So I have shown if the body tends to move towards your right with the help of an applied force F, a friction acts in the opposite direction. There are two more forces. One is weight of the body. Weight always acts down. That is W, normally mg if m is mass of the body. And to that there is a reaction from the ground up. This is also called normal reaction. Why normal? It is perpendicular to the surface at the point of contact. Here the directions of n and mg opposite to each other. The angle is 180 degree. But what are the directions of F and small f? Capital F is the applied force, small f is friction. They are also in the opposite direction. And this frictional force is also force which is parallel to the surfaces in contact. It is a contact force which is parallel to the surfaces at the point of contact. And another important property of this friction is if you increase this applied force, frictional force also increases. You can easily do that. You have done it experimentally last year by increasing the weight of the hanger connected to a body. If this body connected to a thread and that thread is attached to a weight hanger, if you increase the weight, the frictional force also increases, because if you add some little weight, the body will not move, indicating there is a push but body is not moving. What is holding it? The thing that is holding it is the contact force opposite to the applied force, that is friction. Thus we can conclude friction is a self-adjusting, which means when applied force increases, frictional force also increases. It's a very important observation. And why normally friction arises? Dear students, friction arises due to two important reasons. The theory of friction says normally when the two surfaces are in contact, like this, see here, the microscopic view shows there will be a lot of irregularities, undulations. Macroscopically you will see little yes, small distance. Look here. Normally, you do not see any large undulations between the surfaces at contact, point of contact. But here, microscopically, the surfaces are highly non-uniform, which means there are a lot of undulations, irregularities, which get interlocked. Here, you see, there is an interlocking. When you apply a force, these interlocks here, undulations get interlocked. In addition to that, the molecular force, adhesive force between molecules of different kind, also holds the body together, like cold welding. So to break the points of contact, you have to apply a force. So when you slide it, normally the surface gets deformed. That's why the frictional force mainly due to 2 points. One is irregularities, undulations, variations on the surface, and they get interlocked when two surfaces are in contact, and that interlocking force, bonding, increases due to the molecular force. To break the points of contact, you have to apply a force. So normally when you apply force to right, as I shown here, the frictional force acts in the opposite direction. So friction always opposite to direction of motion, tendency of motion is opposite or parallel to the surfaces at points of contact, is a contact force parallel to surfaces in contact. Now, if you increase the weight of the body, normally the frictional force also increases. A simple observation. We actually do experiments first year and observe this important observation. What is that? If you increase this applied force, the frictional force also increases. You plotted a graph. As applied force increased, frictional force also increased up to certain maximum value. When that maximum value of friction is reached, the body starts just sliding. Look here, in this example, when you keep increasing the weights in the hanger, the frictional force also increases, which means self-adjusting, will not allow the body to slide forward. But when a certain weight is reached, which means when you apply a certain maximum force, that depends on the nature of the surfaces, the body starts just sliding, right? Just starts sliding. So, there is a self-adjusting nature here. You can understand for a particular surface or surfaces in contact. That also depends on nature of the surface. For a particular maximum value of force, the body starts sliding. So, from that maximum value to zero, when applied force increases, friction also increases, body will be at rest. That is called static friction. Look here, static. I denote by Fs. What is static friction? Is the frictional force between two surfaces in contact when there is no relative motion between the surfaces, but just one tends to slide past the other. ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, but actual motion not yet started. When applied force reaches a certain maximum value, friction also assumes a maximum value denoted by F maximum. That is limiting friction. Here, limiting friction. What is limiting friction? It is that maximum value of static friction for which the body tends to slide. The motion begins. As soon as the motion sets in, friction force decreases a while, little bit, and suddenly it falls and becomes almost uniform, constant. Friction is there. Once motion is set in, friction doesn't disappear. Friction exists, but will be little bit lesser compared to that maximum value of static friction, limiting friction. And when there is motion, relative motion, frictional force between the surface is called kinetic friction, also called sliding friction. Kinetic friction also called sliding friction. So sliding friction or kinetic friction normally brings the body to rest in the absence of external forces. That's what happens when you don't apply brakes, don't apply accelerators of your bike, car, any two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, any automobile, moves for a while and comes to rest. Why? Because of kinetic friction is a common observation. And in the observations, my dear students, the friction follows some of important properties, laws, rules. And you learned last year in this chapter, that is friction, laws of friction, laws of limiting friction. What is limiting friction? It is the maximum value of static friction. And that limiting friction, remember, very, very important, directly proportional to N. What is N? Normal reaction. One law or one fact, normal reaction. And F maximum, very, very important, is independent, almost approximately independent of area of contact. area of contact. It doesn't depend on area of contact. It depends on normal reaction. F maximum depends on nature of surfaces. Nature of surfaces. Approximately F maximum is independent of motion or speed is independent of speed, is almost independent of speed. It mainly depends on nature of surfaces and normal reaction. So from these observations, F maximum proportional to N or F maximum divided by N is a constant of proportionality for the given surfaces denoted by mu S. What is that mu S? Coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. So we can solve this F maximum as right here mu s into N. And in this example, my dear students, in this example here, when it comes to normal reaction, you normally naturally think how normal reaction, if you have learned practiced applications of relations of physics, normally common I think ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. What's that? There is a weight for this body which always acts down, that is mg. To balance that weight, surface applies a force up, just vertically up. What is that direction? Normal direction, N. So there is no motion along the vertical. It's neither moving up or down. It's not moving like. So net force is 0, N minus mg equal to 0, as I explained you in the last two videos. Net force is mass times acceleration. Acceleration is 0, that's why N equal to mg. So normally, if you write once this, it is natural to think always normal reaction equal to mg, but not always. As I explained you in here you think N equal to mg, not always. Remember, not always. Not always. Normally you can write this. So when N is mg, we can write that is equal to mu s into mg. Here I'll use this as an opportunity to explain you about another topic that is very important. A body sliding down an inclined surface. To let you know, as I explained you this in first video, I'll recall our discussion. That is, nodi, if this is the angle of inclination and there is a body resting on the surface, tends to fall down. You have experienced this. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ say wooden block. You start making it incline. ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಈ ಥರ ಇದೆ, is a cardboard sheet and this is the wooden block. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, you lift it up. You slowly do it. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು horizontal. This is the second diagram I'm showing you. You lift it to certain height. ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು certain angle ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗೋರಿಗೆ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Now the body is moving? No, body is not moving. It's at rest. ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಹೋಯಿತು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್. ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೈಯರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಗೆ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ, ಒಂದು ಥೀಟಾ 2. ಈ ಕೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ coming down, slowly it may be sliding down. ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಸಿಚುವೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ there is a force acting down along the surface, along the inclined surface. What is that force? How did you analyze it? ನೋಡಿ, this is, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ weight always acts down, that is mg. ಇದು direction of action of weight. This angle is 90, this is 90 minus theta. So if you draw normal to the surface, this angle becomes theta. I explained you. When you resolve this weight into two mutually perpendicular directions, one normal to the surface, the other parallel to surface, you have two values, right? We have learned several hundred times resolving. Alva, first year makkalugulu ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು, I told you, resolve ಅಂತಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೇನೆ adjacent side hypotenuse mg times cos theta. I must be telling while watching the video. The opposite side must be mg sin theta. ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೇ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಓಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್? adjacent horizontal value mg sin theta, vertical value mg cos theta, which is perpendicular to the surface. So this is the normal. ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ normal reaction not just mg. Here normal reaction is n mg cos theta, So ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ f maximum can be mu s times mg cos theta for inclined surface. These are the applications for CET and NEET classes. Very, very useful, very important. You have to remember all these things. That's why I have taken up the explanation of these concepts separately. Very, very useful. ಈ ಥರ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You have to get all this by heart. Whenever you talk about friction, ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. mu f maximum, mu s into n. And for horizontal surface, n is mg. Inclined surface, n is mg. There could be some other situations where normal reaction, something else other than mg or mg cos theta, will come across them. Now, mg pulling it down, frictional force may be holding it. Yes, if there is sufficient friction between the surfaces which balances what? Mg sin theta. Avaga, if there is no motion, when acceleration is zero, velocity is zero, in that case, frictional force, that is static friction, that equal to mg sin theta. You can use that. Let me ask a question like, calculate mg static friction. He wants you to calculate static friction. What is static friction? It is the frictional force that comes into play when there is a relative motion between the two bodies. Right. Now we'll have an example, simple one. They may ask a similar question like this. Find the static frictional force in the diagram. This diagram, they are referring this diagram. If theta is 30 degree on the block of mass 5 kg, it's very simple. Since there is no motion, static friction must be equal to mg sin theta. That's it. So m is 5, theta, g 10, and sin 30. Sin 30 is half. So you cancel it out. 5 is 25 Newton is the answer. So it's a simple one. They may use these ideas to set even bit complex problem, like what? They give a pulley here, provide a pulley, and there is a string passing over the pulley, is a frictionless pulley, and a weight suspended here. A similar common problem, very common problem, is there in our MTG material. Go through that. So ega, for what weight here, this is balanced. Or if you apply some weight, calculate the net force. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ದಿ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ವೆನ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅದು, ಆವಾಗ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಡೌನ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಈಗ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಹೀಗಿದೆ, ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪುಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. This is a block. So when there is no upward force acting on the body, upward force friction, downward force mg sin theta. Now mg sin theta is there. Now you are producing a motion up. It is moving up with the help of the weight applied here, weight mg. Because of this weight mg, body is moving up. When the body is moving up, friction is opposite to motion. So friction acts down. S, F. It is kinetic friction now. So, how many forces? There are two forces. One mg sin theta, other one fk down. The third one f up. So, how do you write the free body diagram? You write, this is the mass. I have written this mass as point. The upward force up the inclined surface, F. Down the inclined surface, two forces. One is mg sin theta, the other one is f. Mg sin theta explanation I have shown here. Okay, now since net force, you write net force. What is net force? This implies net force, I write here f net, upward force minus downward force. They are opposite, that's why mg sin theta. Downward, not one force, there are two forces, fk, and that is equal to mass times acceleration. Net force is always mass times acceleration. F, for F, what do you write? F, you write mg minus, right in bracket, mg sin theta, m is mass of the block, plus for mu s, what do you write? Mu k times n. What is n? Normal reaction. So I can write one more step, that is ma, mg minus small mg sin theta plus mu k times what is n? N I have showed for the inclined ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ n ಏನು ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಿಕ್ಟಬಲ್. ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ನೀವು ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋದರೆ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಿಕ್ಟಬಲ್. ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ಅವರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಲಿದೆ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಈಗ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದೆ. ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿ ನೀಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್. ದೇರ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಸ್. ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಎ ಯು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಮ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಎಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ mu k all will be known. You will solve for a whatever you want. Giving everything, they may ask you to find mu k coefficient of kinetic friction. This is an application, simple application I showed you. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಯು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ವಾಚ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್, ಯು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀವೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡಿ. ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್. ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್, what are the types of friction, what is static friction, what is kinetic friction, what is limiting friction, what are the laws of limiting friction. Okay, that is fine. That is about the board examination. CET andaga, using those ideas, you will continue like this. These are the applications. So applications more, especially in mechanics, compared to all other areas. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಲರ್ನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ 50% ಡಿವಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. These are the applications you have to practice. You did not learn all this in the regular classes. That's how the system is. ನಾವು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದು ವಿ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟ್? ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ವಿ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್, ಅಬೌಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್, ಲಿಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದು ಸೇಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಆರ್ ರೊಟೇಷನಲ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಸ್, ಆರ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್. ಹೀಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏರಿಯಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಎಲಾಸ್ಟಿಸಿಟಿ, or there could be a problem in waves oscillations. ಆಸಿಲೇಟರಿ ಮೋಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೇನೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮೈಂಡ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐಸ್, ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್. With friction, without friction I showed you in the video 1. With friction I am showing you in this video. So it's very important. Just writing this formula, reaching this level is your regular class discussion. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗುದು ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಎನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮ್ಯೂಎಸ್ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಸಿಟನೂ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಪ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರಿ, ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಡೌನ್ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಆ ಥರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್. Children, now for static friction is the frictional force between two surfaces when there is no relative motion. Obviously that is less than F maximum. So that is less than or equal to. If Fs is maximum, that is F maximum. So it's less than or equal to mu s into n. What is n? I told you n may be mg or mg cos theta, depends on the situation. For kinetic friction also you write the same. Kinetic friction I used already in the previous example. Kinetic friction is coefficient of kinetic friction into normal reaction. That also depends on normal reaction. Normal reaction, same relation, mg or mg cos theta, that depends on the situation. And one more is that is rolling friction. Rolling friction also kind of friction depends on the normal reaction. Coefficient of rolling friction normally lesser, minimum, and value wise rolling friction is minimum, then comes is kinetic friction, then comes is static friction, maximum value. So rolling is easier compared to other types of friction. Sliding friction is maximum normally. And illi we define one more term very useful for our calculations, that is angle of friction. Angle of friction. What is angle of friction? Just recall your idea you learned last year. This is the surface. ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ, ಬಾಡಿನ ಪುಷಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ರೈಟ್, ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್. ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಯೂಸ್ frictional force this way because applied force is this. I denote frictional force by small f maximum. Let us suppose it's just about to slide. F maximum andre. What are the other forces acting? Yes, there is a weight acting down. Weight balance ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್. Now we find resultant of this. How do you find resultant? Draw a parallel to F maximum from N. This is the parallel line. And draw parallel line to N from F maximum. Then the diagonal represents the resultant, right? This is R. Let us suppose R dash. What is R dash? Resultant of F maximum and N. Now we define an angle between N and R dash. Angle between, very simple, angle between N, normal reaction, okay, and R dash. What is R? Resultant of normal reaction and frictional force, that is maximum friction, is angle of friction. It's very easy to find the value. Define a term what we call tan theta. What is tan theta? If I denote this by theta, tan theta is opposite side divided by adjacent side. What is opposite? F maximum divided by N. What is F maximum? Mu S into N, right? F maximum divided by N. N cancels. So what is tan theta? Tan theta is mu S. Angle of contact is independent of S. Weight, very very important. Mass of the body, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹೆವಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ದಿ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್, ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ in our previous example, that is inclined surface. I'll write inclined surface once again for you, a quick revision. ನೋಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, right? Now on this inclined surface, this is the angle of inclination. Inclined surface, angle of inclination. Okay. If there is a body resting on the surface, if you keep increasing the angle, if there is some maximum angle reached, the body starts sliding. Why it is sliding down? Because there is a weight acting down. Part of the weight acts along the surface. What is that? If this is angle theta, if you resolve weight, ಇಷ್ಟು ಲೆಂತ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಸೊ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಎನಫ್ ಟು ಪುಲ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಡೌನ್ ಟಿಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ರೀಚ್ಡ್. ಏನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆವಾಗ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್. ವೆನ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, in that case we can prove a relation. It's very useful, very simple relation. ನೋಡಿ, in our discussion, body tends to slide down. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್. ಬಾಡಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, ರೈಟ್? ಇದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಇದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಸಮ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್, ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್? ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ, ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಲ್ಲ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಇದು. ಇವೆರಡು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಫ್ ಎಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಎನ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಫ್ ಎಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಎನ್. ನೀವು ಹೀಗೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ 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 ನೀವು ಥೀಟಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ. ಆವಾಗ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್. ದೆನ್ ದಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್. What did you write for maximum static friction? Mu s into n divided by n cancels, right? ಸೊ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ತೀಟಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯೂ ಎಸ್. ನೋಡಿ ಅದೇ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಯು ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್. ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಈ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್. ಏನು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್? ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದೇ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ರಿಲೇಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ? ದಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ this theta maximum independent of mass of the body, whatever be the mass. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹೆವಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, this ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹೆವಿ ಆರ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಲೈಟ್ ಇರಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲಿನೇಷನ್ can be written as tan theta mu m maximum equal to mu s. This mu s depends only on the nature of surface, which means the frictional force is independent of angle theta. It depends only on the nature of surface. It depends on nature of surfaces. It is independent of mass. I mean mass ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ನಾನು. ಮಾಸ್ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ? ದಿ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕೇಸ್. ಈ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ದಿ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೈಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಸ್ಮೂತ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ದಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್, ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್. ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್ ರಫ್, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಮೋರ್. ಸರ್ಫೇಸಸ್ ಸ್ಮೂತ್, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಲೆಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್. Angle of contact tan theta maximum equal to mu s. Very very useful idea. So these are the important relations will be covered while solving problems. We will see how the problems are used to students will see another one, that is uniform circular motion of a particle with uniform speed in a circle. Uniform circle. For circular motion we define the term what we call angular velocity, rate of change of angle, that is angular velocity. And you wrote a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity r omega using the relation s that equal to r theta. You divide by time. When you divide this by time, s by t that equal to r theta by t. Theta by t is angular velocity omega, and s by t a small linear displacement by time, that is linear velocity relation. So quite useful for our calculations in the coming problems, right? And you derived a relation for by finding the change in velocity. The rate of change of velocity is acceleration. That acceleration was proved in the last year. That is called centripetal. It always acts towards the center. That's why centripetal, as v square divided by r, where r is the radius and v speed. And by second law we used centripetal force, which always acts towards the center, that is mv square by r. For every circular motion there is another, due to inertia motion, force acts just away from the center, that is centrifugal force. I denote by FCF. So centripetal force value wise equal to centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is a pseudo force. It doesn't have any physical origin. Body move aguvaga you feel it when you are in circular motion, like when you are taking curve in a banked road, allella ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಈ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ mv square by r. So centripetal force equals centrifugal force, that's equal to mv square by r. By using the relation v r omega, you can write m omega square r. Very useful relation in physics in general. And application of this relation on the whole concept circular motion you learnt as banking of roads and negotiating a curved road by vehicles, and that will take up as a separate topic, not this test, another topic. I'll discuss that. I make a small video, give some examples, you follow that and remember. We will see some numerical examples now, students. Yes, children, we'll see first numerical problem in this direction. A block 30 kg block rests on a rough horizontal surface. A 200 Newton force is applied on the block. The block acquires a speed of 4 meters per second. Starting from rest in 2 seconds, the coefficient of friction is. The situation is like this, students. There is a horizontal surface over which a block is resting. It is given a horizontal force F. What is that? 200 Newton. 200 Newton force apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. What is the mass of the block? Mass of the block M, 30 kg. So weight acts down, that is M, that equal to mg, and a normal force N. Here N equal to mg as the body not moving along the vertical direction, the acceleration 0. So vertically upward force equals the value of downward force vertically. That's why our W N equal to mg. Now the body tends to move to the right along the horizontal, so frictional force acts left, right? Now it moves for a while. What he says, it is moving with a velocity 4 meter per second. When it is moving with a velocity 4 meter per second, starting from rest means initial velocity 0. Time of application of this force, when this force is applied, body which was at rest acquired the velocity v 4 meter per second in time t. So we can find acceleration. Now use motion along a straight line equation. See the use of relations across chapters, right? U plus at. What is a? That is v minus u divided by t. V is 4 minus 0 divided by 2, that's equal to 2 meter per second square is the value of acceleration, 2 meter per second square. Now you use this relation, friction relation, that is net force. What is net force? Net force is force to the right minus force to the left. That's it. That is always equal to, net force always equal to mass times acceleration. Very simple relation. Now what is F minus small f? Small f is frictional force. So it's kinetic friction, Fk. What is that? Mu k times mg. Mu k times n, that is equal to ma. So what is F? Mu f minus mu k mg, that's equal to m into a. Now you put the values. F 200, mu k you have to find, m mass of the body he gives 30 kg, and g he says take 10, and 30 times 2, that's it. Now you simplify it, you take this to right and this to left. 200 minus 60, that equal to 300 mu k. It's gone to right side, and this is 140 divided by 300, that is equal to mu k. So 10 cancels. Is the value coming around 0.46 nearly. Answer here in your question option 0.47. This one 0.47 nearly. This value, nearest value is 0.47, right? That's one problem. Children, we will continue. A problem on inclined surface. A wooden block of mass 8 kg slides down in inclined plane of 30 degree to the horizontal with a constant acceleration 0.4 meter per second square. What is the frictional force between the box and the inclined plane? Frictional force between the box and inclined plane. Same thing whenever we talk about inclined surface. These things should be in your mind. Newton's law ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ನೀವು think about F equal to mg, ma, mg, like that. An inclined surface, angle theta, body is on the inclined surface trying to slide down or sliding down, something like that you see, mg. A part of mg acts perpendicular to inclined surface angle theta. When you resolve the value of mg along the parallel and perpendicular to inclined surface, that's very important. The value of mg resolved, mg cos theta, this is mg sin theta. So you should be thinking from here, this calculation, learning this should not be the special one. Oh, I have learned this, not like you are already familiar. ಇದು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this is normal force, and this is friction because it is accelerating down. What is the acceleration? A. So in my another example I told you, it is moving up with an acceleration A, avaga friction is shown down. That's very, very important. Since it is moving down, friction is up. So net force, what is net force? Net force is downward force minus upward force. According to second law, it says net force mg sine theta minus F that equal to ma, mass times acceleration. Net force is mass times acceleration. Always remember this. You want friction, that's why you transfer that side. Mg sine theta minus ma, that is equal to F. So I want F. You can take m outside. G sine theta minus a, he has given the value of a. So the value of F, m 8, G, let us take 10. Even if he says take 9.8, let's use 10 and find. You will see the nearest answer. Sine 30 degree, it seems, right? Sine 30, okay. Sine 30 minus 0.4. So it's 8. Sine 30, what is sine 30? 0.5. 0.5. Okay, 0.5. 0.5 tenza 0.5. Oh, sorry. 5 tenza 5. 5 minus 0.4. That is around 8 into 4.6. 8 4 is 32. Nearly 8 5 is 40. It lies between 4.6 means lies between 4 and 5. 8 5 is 8 5 is okay. 8 5 is 40. 8 4 is 32. Between 32 and 40. Look up the option. See, I did not multiply completely. Comes around this value. None of this is there. That's why you multiply. So 8 6 48. 4 8 32 plus 4 36. 36.8 nearest answer, right? Coming here. So that is about the problem. Now we'll see one more of this kind. I'll search. We'll see another interesting problem, dear students, on the same idea. A block of mass m is given initial downward velocity v0. Initially, you have pushed it down and stopped. You may be wondering, if I push it down, it will continue to move. Let's see what happens. Let an inclined plane and left on an inclined plane is given initial velocity v0 and left on the inclined plane. Coefficient of friction is 0.6. The block will, he says, continues to move down, accelerates down, decelerates and comes to rest. First accelerates downward and then decelerates. Accelerates and moves with increasing velocity and then decreasing velocity. Like that it moves. Option D says. Option C says decelerates, moves with decreasing velocity and comes to rest. ಆ ಥರ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I will see what will be the option. And only one thing that's given here is mu 0.6 in addition to the angle that is 60 degree. Angle 30, he says. Angle is 30. Once you see the problem inclined surface, right? I am telling it almost 4-5 times now itself. So this is the weight acting down mg. Value of weight along the perpendicular to the surface, parallel to the surface. When you resolve this value, mg cos theta and this mg sin theta. This is normal force n. So what is normal force? Normal force, as I told you, mg cos theta. Therefore, what is friction? F maximum limiting. Let's find limiting friction. I write the word limiting friction. What is limiting friction? F maximum, that equal to, I told you, mu s into n. What is mu s? He gives the value of mu s into mu s times n. One is mg cos theta. What I am thinking here, it is given a velocity v0 down and released. As it starts moving, due to frictional force having coefficient of friction 0.6, it starts decelerating. So will it come to rest or continue to move depends on the value of mg sin theta, downward force, in comparison with frictional force. If frictional force is more than the downward force, definitely comes to rest. Downward force more than the frictional force, accelerates, moves with increasing velocity slowly. To know that, we have to find the values. Frictional force ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೋ, downward force ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೋ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್. ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0. ಎಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡೋಣ. ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ 30. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ 30? ನೋಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು. ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ 0.6 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ 30? √3/2 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಮ್ ಜಿ, √3/2, 0.6 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ 0.87, 0.87 √60, 0.60, √30, 0.87, √3/2 for cos 30, that is into mg. So 6 70 42, 6 7s are 42, 8s are 48, plus 4 52, so it is around 0.5 times mg, 0.5 times mg, right? That is about frictional force. You do it fast, quickly, because you do it in exam anatara madkobeku. And what is downward force? Downward force, yes, very simple. Downward force is mg sin theta. So mg common, in terms of mg find mana. mg height, what is sin theta? mg times sin theta sin 30. What is sin 30? Sin 30 is 0.5. So 0.5 mg. Here downward force, this implies, what do we conclude? Downward force is less than friction. Therefore comes to rest. ನಿಂತು ಹೋಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸೇ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದಿ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಯುವರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ, ಡಿಸಲರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಂತು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ, ರೈಟ್? We will move on with the next one, that is 35. A block of mass 2 kg is placed on a floor. Coefficient of static friction is 0.4. If a force of 2.8 newtons is applied on the block parallel to the surface, the frictional force between the block and the surface, frictional force. What is friction force? Frictional force is F maximum. You have to find friction, very simple. What is friction? Maximum value of friction is mu times mg. He says mu 0.4 times m 2 times 10, that's equal to 8 Newton. Very simple. Solution is there, you can easily follow that. Nothing extra there, you can easily follow it. We'll continue. 36. A body is projected along the rough horizontal surface with a velocity 6 meters per second. If the body comes to rest traveling a distance 9 meters. Previous problem, very first problem in this direction on this topic. Now with time ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, with time same na with distance ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The coefficient of sliding friction is ಅಂತ he wants you to find. You have to find acceleration first of all. ಇಲ್ಲಿ in this problem actually 36. In this problem what he says, there is a horizontal surface. On this surface you are moving a body, pushing a body with a velocity. He says you just visualize it like this. First of all, we have to visualize what he says. Moving with velocity 6 meters per second. It moves for 9 meters. From the starting point, that is S displacement 9 meters. Right? Now, how do you find acceleration? From this you can find acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration using the relation v square equal to u square plus 2as, right? We are using the relation v square that equal to u square plus 2as. Our relation use ಮಾಡಿ we are solving for acceleration. From that you will find the value. Has a given force comes to rest. It moves for a while and then comes to rest. There is no external force, that's why only kinetic friction is acting on this. Is acting on the left side. There are 3 forces acting. One, down mg, up normal reaction. They balance each other. No vertical direction motion, that's why n equal to mg. But only force which is acting in the opposite direction to the motion, that is friction. Friction is mu k into n. According to Newton's second law, what is force? Force is mass times acceleration. Mu k times what is n? mg. ರೈಟ್, ಒಂದೇ ಫೋರ್ಸು. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಎಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಎ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇರೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್? ದಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೀಸಲರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎ mu k into g, another relation you practice it. Remember this. Acceleration in the absence of friction, absence of external force, only frictional force is considered. Frictional force ma equal to mu k into n mg. So a equal to mu g. So what is mu k? Mu k is a divided by g. That's it. You by heart these two relations. Very, very useful. You will be using just this for solving problems. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ mu k is a. what is a? v square minus u square divided by 2s times g. It comes to 0. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ is 0. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಡಿಸಲರೇಷನ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ 0 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 6 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ g10 into 2 times 9. So the value, numerator, magnitude is, you are finding magnitude of this, that is 36 divided by 10 into 2 into 9. 9 4s are 36. 2, right? This is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is around 0.2. 0.2 is the answer. It's very simple. Now you remember these two relations. It is moving with a velocity. Due to friction comes to rest. That is the scenario. Situation higide. What force is pulling it back? Friction. So frictional force is mu k, Fk, mu k into n is Fk. So that frictional force is mass times acceleration. So A mu k into g, mu k is A by g. So A ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ using v square equal to u square plus 2as ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. This is the answer. You practice this situation, students. Okay, last one children here. We'll read. A block of weight 5 Newton is pushed against a vertical wall by a force 12 Newton. The coefficient of friction between the block and the wall 0.6. Magnitude of force exerted by the wall on the blocks. The situation is this. Look here. Idu wall. This is wall. And this is the block which is pressed against the wall by a force 12 Newton. Now, what are all the forces acting on the block? I'll show you now. Look here, when you press it against the wall, you're applying a force normal to the right. There must be a force by the wall in the opposite direction, normal force. That's all? No. One more is there. Because of its mass is being pulled down, weight mg. And there is not sliding down. Why? Because there is a friction established between the surfaces. Up. So, if I write a free body diagram of this what is free body diagram? Showing the forces acting on the body by using the body as a point, the center of mass of the body. Look here, let us call this applied force F. The applied force F is right. Look at the direction you show. In this diagram, you have shown here left side, right side normal force, but look at the direction. You extend this. If you extend this left side, so on the right side force F is acting, to the left side N is acting. Look at the directions. You are showing direction. And downward force mg, W is acting, and upward force F is acting. The interesting thing is, here in our discussion, here F must be equal to N, because how much force you apply, that much reaction is established. What is that? 12 Newton. But you don't think vertically body is not moving, that's why W equal to F. You cannot write that. You cannot write this. Why? Because there could be friction more than this. Why? By definition, what is friction? By definition, friction is a maximum friction, limiting friction, is equal to mu s times N. What is N? Normal reaction. So, what is mu s? Body is not sliding. It is about to slide, but not sliding. What is mu s? 0.6. That is the maximum value of friction. Into what is N? N is normal force 12. It's not mg here. Normal force is from the surface. You are pressing it against the wall by 12 Newton. That is the force, not mg here. Here mg is not normal. That's what I told you. Not always mg normal force. Here normal force is the force applied by you against the wall. In the other example, normal force was not mg cos theta. So you have to understand these key ideas. Notice the differences. ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವೆಲ್. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದ ಈ ಥರ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ 0.6 12 72, 7.2 Newton is friction. Students, you want to find net force on the block, I'll show that. See here, net force on the block by the wall ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ you identify. Let us write the block once again. ನೋಡಿ, only I show the force by the wall on the block. One is normal force, right? Normal force. The other is frictional force by the wall. That's very important. Therefore, one force acts to the left, N. The other force acts up, that is friction. Okay, that is friction, F maximum. Therefore, how do you find resultant of these two? You find resultant how? By doing parallelogram addition. See, all these you know. Finding resultant of two forces acting at a point, resultant of two vectors acting at a point, all this you know. But you should know when to use what. ಯಾವ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರೈಟ್ ವೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್? ಎಫ್ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ನಾವು. ಎಫ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು. ಎಸ್ ಕಮಾನ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಯು ಒನ್ ಬೈ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2pq cos theta. ಯುವರ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಈಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್, q is n, f square plus n square plus 2, f maximum n cos theta. You use this year also in second year students, this year also in electrostatics chapter. First year students have used in previous chapter, motion in a plane. 0 because cos 90 0. Angle between these two is 90 degree. So fr, that is root of one value. We have found the value of f maximum 7.2 whole square plus the value of n 12 squared. It comes approximately 7 7s are 49 plus 12 square 144. Here children, you have to identify one more thing. What is that? Here frictional force is self-adjusting. That's why how much force being applied down, to pull it down, its weight, downward force is weight. ಅಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಏನು ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಫ್. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವೆಯ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? 5 Newton. Of course, your maximum friction is 7.5 Newton. Maximum friction is 7.5 Newton. But how much force you are applying down? Our body is applying down. Body is applying a force equal to its weight. That weight is 5 Newton. So that much friction appears there. That's why Fr equal to, you are replacing F maximum by F square plus n square plus 2 F into n into cos 90. So illi cos 90 0. The value is root of F, that is 5 square plus 12 square plus 0. 5 square is 13. 5 square is 25 plus 12 square 144, that is root of 169. So the value of resultant force Fr comes around 13 Newton. Here the small thing that you have to notice is, of course, maximum frictional force is 7.2 Newton, beyond which you apply weight. You cannot hold the body, it starts sliding. Whether you can hold the body ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೋಡಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತೀರಾ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 7.2. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪುಲ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಬಾಡಿ ಟ್ರೈಸ್ ಟು ಫಾಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್? 5 Newton. ಅಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಎರಡು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಡೌನ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆ ಫೋರ್ಸು ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ಎಫ್ ಎನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಎಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ by parallelogram law of addition of vectors. That is this, you replace f by small f maximum by small f, that is f square plus n square. So 13 Newton. It's one of the best examples for your friction chapter, right? We will continue problems on circular motion, continuation of that banking of roads in another video that will not be covered in this coming test. I'll make a separate video for that. There also you will see some of the important applications. We'll see them, right? Till then, bye.